I'd like to think so, but I think it's a sign of maturity when you're able to do it repetitively, one game after another when you need it. And tonight was a start. We checked well. Probably wasn't the most enjoyable game to watch, but it was a chess match. It was tight checking both ways. There weren't many opportunities, so we're going to have games like that. Not a lot different than the Anaheim game the other night, but we just didn't get the one goal.
What makes you team good in overtime? Really good in overtime?
Well, we do have some skill. We have some guys with the ability, when they're given space, to really hold on to the puck. They're creative. Once you take a couple players off the ice, I don't think size and strength is near as important as finesse and sense and spatial awareness and hand skills. And some of our smaller players that have that talent, they really shine in that situation.
A lot of missed passes tonight, Todd. Was that because they're a good checking team, or was your pass?
Probably a little bit of both, but again, they don't get enough credit. If that's the New York Rangers or the Boston Bruins, we're raving about how well they play. They're a good team. They play positionally well. They've got a great system. Their D are mobile. They can skate. That team gives up the fewest number of shots in the National Hockey League. So that's pretty damn good. And they just don't get enough credit. And, you know, I may sound like an agent for the Carolina Hurricanes, but I know the job that Billy Peters does over there, and they just don't get enough credit. And people wonder why you're not coming through them like whatever through a goose, but it doesn't work that way.
What's your goose? Andre Sekera seems to be, obviously when a guy comes to the league, it takes him a while to kind of fit in. He seems to be fitting in, and he seems to be a real stabilizing force for the team.
He is really starting to perform the way we thought he would. Takes a little while to adjust to two things. One, going from east to west, new team. Sometimes when a free agent joins a new club, he's joining a mature coaching staff and a mature team, and he just slides in. He had to learn, like the rest of us, how to act around each other and how to behave and how we were going to play. So it takes a little while, but he's been very good.
Playing with a bunch of kids like he is, what kind of a mentorship role is he playing?
Real important one. Providing leadership and stability there. He's a very competitive guy. Wears his heart on his sleeve, so it's good for players to see that, but he can also calm things down and make smart plays. So he shows it both ways. And it's nice to have that in a leader.
What were you thinking when they get the late power?
Well, you can imagine what I was thinking. You know, we had our two. We had a couple looks, not enough, and they get theirs at that time of the game. I'm not sure it's a penalty we needed to take. We probably could have retreated and killed the play anyhow, but penalty killers did a good job. They really did. We got a couple important block shots, and you know, we're aware that Justin Falk does most of their scoring, so we tried to take them away.
Halfway through the season, can you discuss where you've been and where you're going?
Well, where we'd like to go and where we're going, I hope is the same thing, because we need to continue to improve. We need to understand game situations better. We need to understand that checking is a way to win as well as scoring. We need to improve on the road. We need to get our special teams up. We need to get healthy. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. But I think we spent the first half of the season finding out a lot about each other. New coaching staff, new players, what are our strengths and weaknesses. We've built a morale around the team that we're not going to fold our hand near as quick. We've tried to put some structure in place. You know, so we've done some things, but we've got a lot more on our to-do list for the next half.
When it comes to your young defensemen, it's guys like Darnell, I thought played a great game today. Kids, they weren't even part of the team at the beginning of the year, and now they're just a huge core.
Yeah, it's amazing the evolution of the group. Spoke to the season ticket holders yesterday, and we talked about having Darnell and Davey on the ice, 5 minutes left in a 1-0 game, killing a penalty. You know, that's not a lot of experience, but that's part of growing as a team, and we trust those individuals. They've been able to take advantage of other players' health issues. You know, Oscar's been out forever now, it seems like, and others have come in and taken advantage of it. So it's been a good opportunity and well seized by some of those younger players.
Now that you've had half a year, Todd, to get to know these guys, has there been something you didn't know this group had, and then conversely, is there some things you hope the group had that just haven't arisen yet?
The will to improve. I wasn't sure if that was in the locker room. You don't know the group, but the will to show up, teacher in classroom. The teachers are always asked, what's your classroom like? And it's one of two answers. Geez, I got a really good classroom, or I've got not so good. You know, this group of kids isn't real good. We have a good classroom. And I found that out over the first half. They're prepared to come every day and work and learn. Are they always successful? Do we always pass our exams? No. But they do show up and they want to learn and they want to improve. So that's on the positive side. I didn't know that. You know, as we go along, we're finding out more about individuals, what makes them tick, what gets them frustrated, who plays well with each other, strengths and weaknesses at given moments in the game, goaltenders, how they react to certain situations. So a lot left to do. Good night.